Hey, man, I just want to say I appreciate everybody commenting and guessing what's going on with it. One of the good answers I heard was, it's the tires bouncing. And I can't remember who said that, man, but great damn comment, because you don't know how many times we get customers bringing a cart in and it's bouncing, and it's nothing but the tires. So whoever that was, man, you must work on golf carts, or you know somebody that works on them. But then another couple great answers with somebody was saying batteries, solenoid. Now what I'm gonna do, y'all know that I don't never use a handheld, and I'm gonna show you why. All right, have the handheld plugged in, and I'm gonna go to monitor. All right, well, excuse me, I'm gonna go to diagnostics, and we're gonna see what it shows. Go select fault history. And the only thing there is HPD. And I did that earlier. And what that is, if you hold the gas down while you turn the key on. So there's no fault code for what's going on. Which means there's nothing wrong with the car. But that's why I don't use the handheld. That's why I use my voltmeter, because your voltmeter don't lie. The handheld can tell you what you think is wrong with it. Yeah, you could go to inputs and outputs and see what's dropping out. But if something dropped out, the controller would show it. I mean, the handheld would show it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this up here. Just grab it, pull up on it. And it says to me, when you take off and floor it, it drops out on when you take all the power out the batteries, it seems like it drops out. I'm going to take, this is my red now, even though it's black, it's the only one that's got a clamp on it. I'm going to hook it on my solenoid wire. Now I'm hooking it on not the battery side, I'm hooking it on the side that goes to the controller. And then somebody said loose wires. That was a good one, because loose connection. Believe it or not, when it first came in yesterday, the first thing I checked was loose battery wires. So that's the very first thing you check, man. Whoever said that, great answer. All right, man, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit on the side of the body right here. Now, remember this now. Comment below, man, how do you like these? If you like these, man, I'll do it once a week before I work on something. I'll post it and let y'all guess it, man. So just comment below, what you think about it. But I'm gonna stick either it's red, but it's black, and you can tell it's backwards because it says negative in front of it. If you see negative in front of this, and you have the red on the positive and black on the negative, there's something wrong. But I have it backwards myself, so we're gonna see. All right, I'm gonna drive the car. Now, and what I'm gonna do is set my phone up here, and I'm going to watch voltage and see if it dies out. Can't stand it up. Sun's in the way there. But I'm gonna see if voltage dies out on the solenoid. Cause you can't hear the solenoid, you can't feel the solenoid click in and out. But you know it is. All right, I'm taking off. You can tell I'm taking off because the battery voltage is dropping. Let me get on the road, guys. Let me get on the road. See it? See the damn sun. Let me turn around, man. Let me turn around and get the sun on the other side. There you go. Now with the sun gone, you can see the voltmeter better. All right, I'm gonna give it some gas. Half throttle. Get going constant speed. Then what I'm gonna do is take it and I'm gonna floor it, and we'll see if it cuts off. Floor it now. Yesterday it didn't. Every time I floored it, shut off. It does drop low voltage, 42, 41. It does get pretty low in voltage. Let's see. That was not doing it. But let me tell you this. Always remember this. Golf cart. All right. any golf cart. The controller is only as good as what you give it. All right. Intermittent running 99% of the time is the wiring harness somewhere. And all I did over there was I just took the cover off and moved all the wires. That's it, nothing else. All right. But always remember, the controller. First of all, the controller would not intermittent run. Never. If the controller intermittent runs, it's not the controller, man. You're going to have a wire issue, component failure, but it will never be the controller, man, because it's only as good as the voltage it gives. Alright, so now what we're going to do, turn back around, take off again, man. If it don't do it, I'm going to go back to my shop and I'm gonna go back to the shop and see if I can work the wire, get it quit. Alright, here we go again. Flooring it. I have it floored now. Alright, not doing it, man. Not doing it. So what I'm gonna do now, in this case, now we know I'm gonna say something to electrical harness. I'm gonna take these wires. I'm trying to wiggle the wires and I'll get the quits while I'm driving. One thing I just noticed, when I pulled this harness, it wasn't locked in. Oh, the tabs broke. The tabs broke on it. There's your culprit, guaranteed. And what it's doing, when you draw the power, since it ain't tight, I'm gonna say it's cutting off due to loose connection. All right, we'll do it one more time, man. Flooring it. Oh, you're doing it now. Now it just did it. Now let me show you this. Now it just did it. So what I'm gonna do, bring in the handheld. I'm gonna show you how accurate this piece of junk is. Show you how accurate the handheld is. Let me get out the way here. Alright, so now I'm gonna floor it. Not yet, I'm gonna floor it now. And one thing I have to say I've seen before is when an RXV over revs, the car will shut down. Due to it over revving, meaning it's going too many RPMs. Alright. But I haven't seen that since they come out with them 08, 09. Now I'm gonna grab my wires here. I've been driving in a minute. I'm gonna grab my wires. Make sure nothing's hot. Take all my connections. Solenoid. Now the solenoid gets hot, and the reason why, because the RXV, the solenoid stays engaged the whole time until the solenoid stays engaged the whole time until 30 minutes the car shuts off. Everything checks good. So he has the right solenoid. I'm gonna go back to the speed sensor because the customer put a speed sensor on and make sure he's got it plugged in right. Make sure the plug is plugged in on the harness. Nope, the harness wasn't locked in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at. This is your harness here for your speed sensor. I'm gonna look inside of it, make sure my tabs are not pushed back. And then I'm gonna lock it in, because like I said, it was not locked in. Now it's locked in. I bet it won't do it no more. Watch. I bet it won't do it no more. But you would think, man, the way technology is, that if you could take your handheld and plug into it, it would show you. Yes, like I said, you could drop voltage. You could, but this don't show you dropping voltage. You have to drive your car and test the speed sensor. I'm gonna go back to the shop, take all, and I'm gonna grab my little pin. I can stick inside there and test it and see what's missing. I'm gonna take out each harness plug, and I'm going to see if I see any of the terminals spread out, anything not locked in, anything a bad connection. Feel the brake, make sure the brake is not hot.